After going through the passport application and LPP, how will this affect court jurisdiction over a state of the union citizen in a family case? Child support. My two children are 30 and 24, still receiving support, and state court enforces order from overseas. Okay, so all right, so I don't know how a child 30 or 24, other than the fact that you didn't make payments that were ordered previous and now they're somehow pulling them out from you. And so you have, this is a good question, in so much that you have what would seemingly be a previous issue to that's already been established between the state and your registered organization, meaning your birth certificate, and a lot of times people are, they want to fight something that's been established in the past. So I'm going to tell you, there is a path that you can go in challenging jurisdiction and or counterclaiming and or suing the individual. But if the state paid the mom and now is pulling from you to cover, even though they're 30 and 24, which is probably what's going on, you're not going to have a lot of luck in stopping that. However, if you're moving into the private, every element of what we do would be at a loss for the state. You basically become uncollectible. And so because of how we structure you from a standpoint, it's not going to necessarily help you from an employment stand if you're employed with a company and they're trying to gain access to those employment funds. But it sounds like, being the fact that you're overseas, you probably aren't employed with a company. So my question is, how are they accessing? Are they accessing Social Security? What are they, which you don't seem to be of age to be able to do that, but I have questions that would go over and above what you're asking. But there really is no correlation to existing contracts and becoming a state of the union citizen. And so I always try to keep people safe. So like they are concerned with IRS, they're concerned with these probation, parole, these various different things. And is this going to help me get off parole? Is this going to help me get off probation? I mean, you can break those contracts. But a parole officer could walk into any court and break your back and put you back in jail based on their word, because that's what you contracted for to get out of prison or what have you. And so to deal with these old contracts like child support or what have you, you're going to be opening up a new case or an existing case and coming back into court. But the question that I have is, what do they have jurisdiction over? What are they grabbing and or attempting to grab? And what are you worried about? Because the living in the private program really deals with all of that, trying to, from an asset protection standpoint, would not allow for them to determine or be able to collect upon receivables that may be coming into you, unless they're hitting it right at the Social Security office, or unless they're hitting it right at some benefits office. But I just need more information.